A new technology is ripping through the financial world. According to the Financial Times, this new tech is taking over the front pages. Wired calls it a gold rush, and Forbes calls it a once-in-a-generation opportunity. Not only is this technology poised to become bigger and more influential than artificial intelligence, cryptocurrencies, and even 5G, it's moving much, much faster. I call this technology G.T.E. And as I'll reveal today, it could grow 48 times bigger than the entire stock market. Now, I know that sounds hard to believe, but G.T.E. will help create a new way of life. It will change the types of houses and cars and investments that we can own and profit from in a way mankind hasn't seen for 400 years. So, it's no surprise the world's smartest billionaire investors are all making their moves. The outspoken CEO of Tesla, Elon Musk, just invested in G.T.E. Billionaire founder of Twitter, Jack Dorsey, just made $2.9 million from his investment in G.T.E. The founder of Virgin, Richard Branson, is on board, and TV Shark Tank investor Mark Cuban just doubled down on his investment because he thinks this tech will dwarf Bitcoin.
Well, Jeff, as big as those names are, we have to remind everyone that you are hailed as one of America's foremost tech investing experts. So for me to be sitting here with you again is a pleasure and actually a privilege. And for all of you tuning in at home, my name is Chris Hurd. I'll be your host today and am privileged to be so. I got to say, Jeff, it sounds like, based on what you've just said, all the big players are making their moves into G.T.E.
Right. Well, thank you, Chris, and I'm absolutely thrilled to be here. And you are right. The smartest investors in the world are circling because G.T.E. is set to overhaul the entire world economy. It will disrupt real estate, technology, energy, healthcare, and entertainment, and more, igniting the single biggest financial event since the birth of the stock market. The information in this document indicates we could be days away from the rollout. And if my estimates are correct, this technology will have an impact 113 times bigger than the internet, 600 times bigger than 5G, and 1,000 times bigger than cryptocurrencies.
1,000 times bigger. That's pretty hard to imagine. And especially, Jeff, when I think about all the fortunes that are being made in all of those individual technologies. So how big are we talking? In dollar terms, are we talking billions, trillions?
Okay, well, think a little bit bigger, Chris. All told, $2.1 quadrillion is at stake. That's 48 times bigger than the stock market, which explains why the biggest players on Wall Street are diving in headfirst. Goldman Sachs, the world's #1 investment bank, backed a company investing $400 million in G.T.E. Renowned investment bank J.P. Morgan just built a 100-person division dedicated to G.T.E. Andreessen Horowitz, the legendary VC who made a fortune moving in early on Facebook, led a $23 million investment in this technology. Even the world's biggest stock exchanges are getting in. The NYSE just announced their involvement in G.T.E., and the NASDAQ reports G.T.E. is finally ready and that it will transform the $440 billion global sports industry. And that's why super athletes like Michael Jordan and Kevin Durant jumped in, adding up to $305 million in investment. Even Tom Brady and Rob Gronkowski are involved. Now, according to Forbes, G.T.E. could be the next big thing.
Well, it certainly seems to meet the definition of big. But see, with all these billionaires and these hedge funds and the celebrities that you mentioned, with all of them lining up, is there really any room for average investors to profit from G.T.E.?
At the moment, yes, absolutely. What we're seeing is a reversal of fortunes unlike any in history. Almost every asset class in the world has been captured by Wall Street,
right?
And chances are that will happen with G.T.E. too. But for the moment, there is a rare window for regular investors to get in.